Okay, students, we are starting exercise 7C, and before we do exercise 7C, question number 1, we are looking at it, what it is about. It is about zakat and ushr. Okay, what is zakat? Zakat is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Therefore, it is the duty of all Muslims who have wealth in the form of cash or other forms exceeding the value of 6 hectograms of silver and 8.7 decagrams of gold to pay this tax. All such Muslims fall in the category of Sahib Nisabs and have to contribute 2.5% of their annual saving to be used towards zakat. Okay, now what you have to remember over here, that it is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Secondly, it is the duty of all Muslims who have the amount of gold at least 8.7 decagrams and 6 hectograms of silver. If they have that much amount of gold and silver or all silver, then they have to pay zakat, which is at the rate of 2.5%, and this has to be paid annually. Okay, zakat you have to pay annually, and the rate of zakat is 2.5%. It means that if someone has property also equivalent to the amount of this much of gold and silver, then also they have to pay zakat annually. This is a sort of charity, this is a sort of fund which is used to help poor for health, education and marriage, etc. Okay, so what you have to remember, that zakat is paid annually. Secondly, zakat is paid on property, zakat is paid on jewelry, and the rate of zakat is always 2.5%. it will not be given to you. You have to remember that zakat rate is always 2.5%. Now ushr, what is ushr? Ushr is the amount paid on the agricultural products. This is usually for farmers or the zamindars, okay, who are in the agricultural business. So whatever the crops they grow, if their annual product is to the quantity on which ushr has to be paid, so they had to pay 1/10 of the amount. Okay, you have to remember what they have to pay, 1/10 of the amount. For suppose they are earning 1 lakh from the crop from the agricultural product, so they have to pay 1/10 of 1 lakh to the poor peoples. Okay, to the poor people for charity purpose, for as a zakat, as a fund. Okay, now we will do question number 1 of exercise 7C. Let's see question number 1. Question number 1 says, Mr. and Mrs. Javed have property worth rupees 250,000 and Mrs. Javed's jewelry is worth rupees 180,000. So this Mr. Javed and Mrs. Javed has property also and they have jewelry also. So we have to total them. Okay, we will not calculate separately on property, we will not calculate separately on jewelry zakat. We will plus them. We will add the amount of property and jewelry, and we have to find the amount of zakat that they have to pay. That's what I was saying, that they have not given you the rate, but we know that zakat is always calculated on the rate of 2.5%. That's how you will make the data. First step will be, after writing the question, you will write down data. Property worth is 250,000, jewelry worth is rupees 180,000. You will add both the amount and you will calculate the total amount, that is 430,000. Okay, why I total it? Because it's unnecessary to calculate separately on property, separately on jewelry, and then add them in the end. It makes no sense. Zakat rate is 2.5%, though it is not given. I have written it myself because I know that zakat rate is always 2.5%. Zakat amount you have to calculate. Now I will write down the basic formula. Like here before in exercise 7B, we were writing tax over here. Now we will write zakat over here or ushr over here. Okay, amount of ushr or amount of zakat. So zakat amount is equals to, now always we write rate 2.5% rate of, on which we will calculate the zakat amount on property and jewelry. So we will calculate total worth. I'm not writing separately property plus jewelry, I'm writing total worth. So total worth is 430,000. Okay, now zakat amount I do not know. 2.5 definitely I will write upon 100. Okay, upon 100 multiply by total worth is 430,000. Okay, now you see that this is in the decimal. I will remove decimal, and when I remove decimal, multiply by 10 I will write. Why multiply by 10? In division I have to write 10. If you simply see this 2.5, and if I am removing the decimal, so what is happening? I am removing decimal, I am bringing it to the end point, and 1 places I am shifting. To make it 25, I will write 1 in division, and how many places I remove? I jumped 1 place, so I will write 10. If I would have jumped 2 places, I would have written 100. Okay, So I've shown you separately that when I remove decimal, I write in denominator 10. So here 100 is already written in denominator. So I will write multiply and then 10. Okay, this 10 is from where I got, from removing the decimal. In the next step, I will just write completely. This is 25, this is 100, multiply by 10, multiply by 430,000. Now I think I do not need to repeat that this is numerator amount and these are denominator. It means this amount can cancel this amount and this amount can cancel this amount as well. So I will first move on to the zeros. 1 0 is cancelled from this 0, 2 zeros are cancelled from this 0. Nothing is left in denominator. It means 25 will multiply with this to 430. Let's see what is the amount rough for column. Okay, after multiplying 430 multiplied by 25, I got amount, zakat amount is equals to 10,750 rupees. Please do not forget to write this complete. I have not written, you will write zakat amount complete, you will write unit also, and this is your answer. Okay, now let's move on to the next question.